It's Friday, and we are talking about the top options for home defense and securing your home, protecting your family with firearms specialist Doug. My friend Doug, my gun range instructor. He used to train Navy forces with weaponry. He's going to talk about gun safety, gun licensing. He's going to bring you all the knowledge that you need to know to make sure if you're ready to get a firearm, you are ready all the way around in this 60-minute talk show.
Well, he doesn't just talk about getting it. He talks about the safety. He talks about handling. He talks about licensing, all the details that you need to be safe for your family. So, self-defense, but also protection as well. Like you have all of your bases covered. Just like if you get a car, you want to get insurance. Your cell phone, you want to get insurance. So,
Right. So Doug is going to bring some knowledge to us when it comes to the top options for home defense and securing your family and how to keep yourself safe on this 60-minute talk show with you, having fun talking to you out there, our fabulous home team that's watching. And so let's go ahead and get it started by saying, let's go. Let's start the show with our real talk with Taurs Design intro.
You taking a deep breath to get the show started. Let's go.
It's another episode of A Blind Guy.
It's white.
Hey everybody, I'm Corey the Blind Guy.
I'm his wife, Laquita Marie.
Together we let you enter our life live every hump day. Bang, 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 bang. To Friday.
Doing too much.
That's Wednesday.
Thursday.
Friday at
11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And this 1 hour talk show is the best 1 hour of your day, where we introduce you to fabulous guests all along the way while having two great giveaways, our plant-based treat, and you, our home team, being part of the live chat. So you can ask questions, you can make comments, we can have fun all during this day as we learn from Doug, our weapons specialist, our firearm specialist, who's going to talk to us about how to keep our home safe and how to also be properly licensed and prepared for firearm ownership and use.
Yes, should we be talking to the chat because they're all chanting each other's name while it's like, Philip. Philip's like, Gail. And then, David Hunt is in there. He's like, hey, starting with a bang, bang, bang.
There you go.
But speaking of which, Danique Anthony is in here.
Hey, Danique Anthony in the house.
Early, in fact.
In Georgia, right?
I believe so.
In Georgia.
But he's
a Caribbean.
David Hunt
is
Caribbean. Trinidadian. And
Wally
is Haitian. Oh my goodness, I need some Nigerians to show up.
Speaking of bang, 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 we're also going to show some footage of Doug with me at the gun range.
Yes.
So you can actually see how that looks for a blind guy to be like popping off shots at the gun range.
So of course, we're just getting into today's topics. It's a talk show, so we will be talking back and forth to you all, just like we are already doing. The folks are in the chat. It's Friday, but one segment of our talk show, First Place Pony, JBWR, is showing you what to do.
Just do what JBWR would do and do like the Caribbean and say, go on, type in hashtag the home team.
That's it. Hashtag the home team. That way, you, the Ugana family, you're saying greetings, but you might win First Place Pony.
And if you win First Place Pony and you're a content creator or you have a website, then our super moderator, Gail, will drop your link if you win the First Place Pony.
Oh, that's true. So Gail and I didn't say, hey, David Hunt. So, everybody's in there. They're excited. They're happy. They're chatting it up. Thank you, the Ugana family, for saying lovely couple. And of course, giving us some love with the emojis. They don't show up the same on the computer, but yes, we got it. It is not the rigged pony, guys. You really might win First Place Pony. All you have to do, don't follow Wally. Just make sure for that part of the show, the talk show, you just put in hashtag the home team. What else do we have on this talk show, Corey?
Now, on this talk show, we change your narrative of what you think it means to be normal when it comes to your health,
your business,
and your wealth. We do that by introducing you to fabulous guests that we met all along the way. And today's guest is a fabulous guest himself. We're going to bring him in to say good morning. My nickname from him is Doug, the number one thug, but he goes by Mighty Arms.
All right, let's bring him in. Good morning, Doug. Welcome to the show. Danique is already saying, Guan. How you doing today, Doug?
I'm doing great. Good morning to you as well.
Doing great.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. I think there was a delay. My apologies. I think the signal was going in and out. Now, Doug, we're going to ask you first questions first. People always wonder, everybody's so fearful of weapons, firearms specifically. They don't seem to be as scared of a knife or a billy club or whatever. But you're here to talk about gun safety. Any particular things that you want to tell us about gun safety for here in America, I guess, because Moments with Kalti is in Nigeria. Things are different there. She's like, good morning from Abuja in Nigeria.
Right.
But for here in America, are there any things that we really should be concerned of? Because Philip Waldo says, I ain't never scared.
Right. And that's good to be scared. Most of the people that are out that are fearful of firearms or what have you, they haven't either somebody and had the training and been introduced it to understand that firearm is just a firearm and is very, very safe. It's just the person that puts their hand on their arm and they make the decision whether it's going to be unsafe or not. So I feel that
hold on a second,
if you're capable and you, sure.
Yeah, because we have a lot of glitching. For some reason, Alimatu Sadia Vlogs is listening. I'm sure they are interested in this. Now, they're from Ghana, but I forget where they are right now.
Okay.
I think they're in Ukraine right now. But even Moments with Kalti, she's in Nigeria. She's like, his network is bad. They're having a problem hearing, right? They can't hardly hear. I don't know if maybe if we turn the Wi-Fi back on, do you think that it was better when the Wi-Fi was on, Corey? Or
it was going fine, but then it started glitching. So
it's hard to say what the issue is, right?
Yeah. So Doug, do you want to try to turn the Wi-Fi back on?
Yeah, let's try turning it back on, Doug, because Gail is always dropping links for how to stay safe. Doug has recommended this particular website. So that way you can get training. You don't just go and get a firearm. Like Doug is saying, the firearm is an extension of your arm. It's not just a firearm doing its own thing. It's you. You're in control. So Doug, let us know when you're ready, because G Mama Groves is a retired military woman, as I always say.
Yeah, she's a core woman.
Yes.
Core person.
So she knows something about firearms. David Hunt, he did have internet issues this morning. So tell us a little bit about what you were saying about the firearm being an extension of your arm and the safety factor. I think it's not that.
Something. Let me see something. Because I can't hear you now.
Well, what we'll do is we'll continue.
I'm not hearing you right now.
See,
for some reason, something just happened. Hold on for a minute.
What we're gonna do is we're gonna pop Doug back into the virtual green room, and we'll go on once we get everything.
I don't know.
I know. You know what, Doug? Let's try going out and coming back in. Okay. Let's try that. If you go out, because Philip is saying always respect firearms. He was in the military. He can tell you, just like G Mama Groves is in the military as well. So Doug, go out, come back in. We'll see if we can fix it. And I don't know. All right, Doug. We'll see you soon. Let's see, because we do have a little bit more.
I'm trying to work on it.
Okay. All right. Go out and come back in.
Hold on for 1 minute. Let me see.
All right, sure. No problem. All right. So while he's backstage in the green room working it out, everybody's chit-chatting. I think we can give everybody a sneak peek at today's plant-based treat, because that's part of the show.
We can also let them know how they can tap in to be part of the Blind Guy, His Wife, Their Life home team. Remember, this broadcast is powered by StreamYard and by member support by viewers like you. You can be down with the home team crowd by remembering to push the button.
Thumbs up, everyone. Let us know that you like this content by giving it a thumbs up. That lets other people know to follow as well. Scrolling at the bottom of the screen, Blind Guy, His Wife, yourway.com, and some of our sponsors are listed there as well. We got more that we need to add there, I believe. The list gets longer.
And while you're there, don't forget to check out the Three Little Pigs remix.
So that means that when you go to blindguyhiswife.com, you will see Onkier. When you just scroll a little bit, Three Little Pigs remix. You have the opportunity to download the story. You can check out right there if you need an emotional lift, if you need to be entertained, or if you just want to have a party starter. Now, if you'd like a financial opportunity, we're solving two problems here. Income, here you go. You can become a Three Little Pigs affiliate.
Yes, you can earn up to 33% of each download that's sold through your affiliate link. All you have to do is click on this button so that you can become part of the opportunities that we have through our Three Pigs affiliate program.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Gail, for dropping that link. So if you all didn't know that link was in the description, it's a pinned comment in the chat. Well, here it is. No, this is not a pinned comment. Thank you, Gail, for dropping it because it's not a pinned comment. So awesome. Look at Alimatu Sadia Vlogs is enjoying everyone. I think I told you she's from Ghana. So essentially we have a Ghanaian, a Nigerian, and then of course we got all the island people, David Hunt, Danique Anthony, Wally. And Wally was also giving tips. You know, he always gives tech tips because Well Talk Productions, he does cover that. And Wally said, hit the replay button on everything. That will sometimes solve your connection issues. Hey, Wally says, I'm collecting them funds, but actually, Uncle Stu, the old man on the block, super chat. Thank you.
Stu, the old man on the block, is in the house.
Absolutely.
Representing the 2 up, 2 down.
We appreciate you. Thank you for that, Uncle Stu. Wonderful channel if you haven't been there.
There's a state of emergency. There's a state of emergency.
He will address some tough topics. He'll bring people on to chat about them as well. He says, salute to the chat and the panel. Octish is here too, Corey.
Hey, Octish in the house.
Yes, hey, Nikki from the Everyday Life of an OCD-ish Chick.
And if you're wondering why I call her Octish, it's because my talking computer screen reader software, since I'm blind, I use that to know what's on the screen. It reads her channel name is Octish.
Yeah, because Corey can't see. His talking software reads for him. And so Shawana Creative Circle is here as well.
Hey, Shawana Creative Circle.
Yeah, if you're looking to do some good things, check out those 2 channels.
Shawana Creative Circle. She's no square.
You know what? Back to today's topics, you all. We brought Doug in just for a moment. And of course, right when he was getting to the good stuff, you know, the internet won't let us be great. So we're going to bring Doug back in just a few moments once we finish today's topics, because it's a talk show. We've got several segments. We told you what to do to get into the first place pony. Put in
hashtag the home team. Go on, put on hashtag the home team.
Absolutely. So
now, while you're there at blindguyhiswife.com, don't forget you can also click the green coffee cup so she can say,
what you doing?
And I can say, girl, you know what I'm doing. I'm fitting to do it like a firearms specialist. Bang, bang, click, 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 bang, 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 click, 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 click. Those are those shells dropping on the ground.
You know, you're doing a lot, Corey. So absolutely. When you head over there to blindguyhiswife.com, that is where you will see a coffee cup. So, oh, good. It sounds like Doug is back. We'll pop him in just a moment. So once you see that coffee cup, maybe it's our internet, Corey, because this thing is loading up slow for us too. Click the widget. You can choose to get 1, 3, or 5 coffees. Corey has been blind over 25 years, so we always type in 25. Leave your name, say something nice. You are supporting our nonprofit organization. That's where the proceeds go, Atumpan Edutainment. A lot of you have experienced that. We've showcased several things from Atumpan here on the channel. So thank you. We do appreciate your support. Let's see if we can bring Doug back in to finish chatting with us. You know, Uncle Stu is also a veteran, and so I'm sure he would appreciate this information. Am I right, Corey, in saying that Uncle Stu is a veteran?
He's a veteran.
Yes.
Army veteran.
Yep, Army veteran. So Everyday Life of an OCD-ish Chick has put it in there, hashtag the home team. So has David Hunt. I had the temerity to put in the home, hashtag the home team. You know what? G Mama Crows has it in there as well. Shawana is laughing at you, Corey. OG Patrice, hey there, how are you?
OG Patrice, she's a beast from the west to the east with a 4-5 piece. This show is great for you, Patrice.
Yeah, I think it's time to bring Doug in.
Doug's favorite firearm is a 45.
Yes, Doug. Corey just mentioned that your favorite firearm is a 45. And OG Patrice, she is a person that she's like, hey, I'm all about the firearms. So tell us something good, Doug. You're back.
So Doug,
hold on. I think he's
back. I hear you loud and clear.
Oh no, this is not good. We keep glitching and we need this info.
Yeah.
Oh?
Yes. Can you hear us, Doug?
Alimatu Sadia Vlogs was laughing at you clicking that green coffee cup, Corey.
Right.
So Doug, I'm trying to think. You went out. Wally gave us some tips on how to fix it. He said, reset it all. Yeah, Wally, he's also telling us it's time for us to join Team Restream. Yeah, we actually have Restream. We've told quite a few people about it. We just don't use it. We have quite a few different streaming softwares. Okay, now it's on his side. That's what Wally is saying. So I don't know why we can't hear Doug, because he's on LinkedIn. So, if you all need firearm help, you know where to go. Doug, okay, you're moving. Can you hear us? Say something.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I just reset my whole thing and came back in. Can you hear me?
Yes. This is good. So tell us, Doug, give us some firearm tips. Hurry up before you disappear or something.
Okay. Firearm tip this. You have to go to the all the time to get used to your weapon. Weapon is an extension of your hand. Practice all the time, and you will get used to it. It'll automatically come automatically. At the same time, with safety, do not point or cover it unless you actually ready to shoot. And then you also got to be aware of what's behind that target that you choose. Is it going to go through into the next building or the next wall or the next room as well? Still hear me?
Yeah, sounds good. Yes.
Okay. Why 45 is the point you down. If that person hits an arm, a leg, or whatever, they're going down. They're going to go down to the ground because that's power. A lot of people on narcotics and everything else that might be hopped up. 9mm tends not to, if they don't hit no arteries or whatever, the guy is full of adrenaline. He's not going down. He's going to keep coming at you. So I got to worry about do one or two, less bullets I got to worry about, more bullets or somebody that might be on his team or whatever.
Hold on a second, Doug, because it sounds glitchy to us. So
I
asked
that's safety rules. I don't know if we're still glitching or not.
Yeah, it's like, what's happening is JBWR, he works in fiber optics. He covers that on his YouTube channel. And he's like, he sounds distorted. JB, we need you right now. We need you to go fix something over there. And David Hunt says the same thing, because when David Hunt was streaming this morning, he just couldn't make it happen. And he's like, it is glitchy. G Mama Grow says it's underwater, and like Wally is saying, he's here and there. Oh man, even Gail at Night, the video froze and the audio is in and out on her end as well. David Hunt is agreeing though, the value is fire. So we're here for it. Thank you, the Everyday Life of an OCD chick. She says it's glitchy.
Right.
What? G Mama says the 45 equals stopping power.
Right. Definitely. I know Doug was saying that he uses the 45 because no matter what part, if somebody is breaking into your home or threatening the safety of you or your family, that's a guaranteed knockdown, no matter where the shot is. But again, you gotta understand the laws of the land and the licensing requirement and all those things. And go to the gun range and get practice and get used to your weapon, so that you know exactly what you're doing and how to use it efficiently, not just for the purposes of hitting the target, but also for the purposes of not injuring other people around you. Like Doug said, know what's behind the person or know what's behind the target, what room is behind the target, and who might be standing behind the target as well. So you have to keep all that in mind in those situations that we hope you never find yourself in. But again,
now I am sharing one of the links. Mary Made Poju is here, Corey. She's been sharing it and everything. She said hello, and she's encouraging everyone to like and share this live stream. But Doug has shared with us this particular website so that you can take a course, so that way you can, ASDI is the link. You can click on courses, and OG Patrice is in Arizona. So Arizona, you can have a carry permit, a concealed carry permit, non-resident concealed. Colorado, they even have a drive-in concealed carry class. Florida, Georgia, Montana. So for people like Share with Love TV, she's in Georgia. So that's something that her husband could say, or she could say, we're all going, they could all go and get a course. So thank you so much, Gail, for dropping that link. That's one of the resources that Doug suggested for this particular audience for today, for everybody watching on the replay as well. Any tips that you want to give us on the classes, Doug? Because I know you kind of say the courses are like a driver's license.
Yes, the courses are like driving license. You could have anybody get a license, but if you don't drive, it shows. So that's why you always have to have training. That's why you always have to have some kind of training on what you're doing and what you're doing with that vehicle. Same thing applies to the gun. You can't take back that bullet once it goes out, but you are responsible for everything that goes out of your gun. And you need to know the laws, because you will be accountable if you cannot prove that it was justified.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so like Doug is saying, you have to make sure that you get training, because like you said,
Gotta be.
G-Mama is saying makes sense as well.
Yeah, a car, just like you have to take driver's ed classes before you jump in the car and just start driving. And then make sure that when you finally get your permit, you're not just jumping on the interstate or the highway and just driving. You're going down some easier roads. You might practice in the parking lot. It's the same thing with a gun. You go to the gun range and you practice. Just like you go to the driving range. We had a driving range when we were in high school. Remember?
Yeah.
Where we would practice, and we would just go in idle speed. We just had our foot off the gas, covering the brake. So as fast as the car would idle, that's as fast as we would go.
So Trash Can Waves is here. And Doug, I know you said you are familiar with Trash Can Waves. Now, I don't know if you realize that Trash Can Waves, he has, different videos on his channel about, how to clean your gun, how to do all of these different things, right? So that way you have.
And he's also, he was at one time, and he may be certified now, was working to be a certified range instructor.
Any comments on that? Because I know that OG Patrice is at the range every other weekend. She says she's getting better and better. So what you're saying is true, Doug. Practice makes perfect. Anything you want to add to that, Doug?
Yes.
Okay,
and another thing. Yes, another thing what Trash Can Waves was saying, and you definitely make sure your gun every time before you and after the range. The carbon and everything else will go to, and when you need it to work properly. So it's just like, I look at it as taking a shower every day. You better make sure that gun is clean and ready to go.
All right.
Yeah. You know what? And I'm showing some clips from a recent video of his firearm safety, how to load and unload the 3 most common types of firearms. So he had several different ones. I don't know if you recognize what he has in his hand, Doug. I don't know how well you can see it. But he has like a smaller one. I'm calling it a pistol because I can't remember the name of that one. Later, he had a bigger one. I don't know if you can recognize this one, but he was giving us.
Yeah, I definitely recognize that one.
What's that there? Trash Can is saying Glock 30 right there.
That's a machine gun. for its AR-15.
Okay. And then G Mama Grows is saying M16, but Trash Can is saying AR-15. Welcome, EPL Evans Vlogs and Teacher Chronicles. Hello to you.
Hello,
welcome
thank
back.
you for joining us. Thank you for coming back.
Say that again, Doug.
That's an AR-15 platform, yes.
Yes, thank you. And you know, Corey, back in
That's
his days,
AR-15.
AR-15, thank you. When Corey was younger, he could see back then, and Corey would shoot rifles, right?
Yeah, a little 22 rifle.
22 rifles. So I know you talk about safety, like for your home safety. Is a 22 rifle going to stop someone? Because JBWR said the 45 is stopping power. And Trash Can Waves, he was saying, oh, okay. So go ahead. Tell us a little bit about that.
The 45 is definitely stopping power. It's all based on your environment. I do have a rifle as well, but my rifle is used for distance or numbers, like a lot of people. So far as in the home theory, you can have 9mm, 45, or 40 cal, because your corners or home invasion, it does what it do. Matter of fact, a shotgun is just as good, if not better. But yeah, AR-15 is when you want to reach out and touch somebody by the distance, or you are outnumbered 30-1 and you need to handle what you need to handle.
Right. You know, you and Trash Can Waves, you got to get on his show, because y'all two talk the same talk. And then part of that is because you're not just, as Corey likes to call you, Doug, the number one thug. You're not a thug at all. You actually teach this. This is part of your, we'll just say you are a specialist, firearm specialist, because we're not going to tell your location, what your job is. Trash Can Wave says he does use a shotgun for home defense. You talk a lot about safety. And so in this case, you know,
I gotta ask Trash. You said he does. You said, Trash, you do use. So in other words, you use your shotgun for help.
Look, we ain't asking no details. David Hunt is saying, Laquita, do you know Corey uses that sonar for that echolocation to see? Because everybody says you can see, Corey. His hearing is so acute. Philip has confirmed this. Now, Doug, when you took Corey to the gun range, you were showing me how to direct Corey so that if we have a situation, because OG Patrice is like, she uses her 9mm for home invasions, you know, and so Wally is agreeing, use guns by environment. Facts, Trash Can Waves. And Trash Can says the 9mm is his backup. So in this particular video, Doug, you were showing me how, with your training, how to direct Corey
and lining up my gun so that I know exactly what I was shooting. I was at the gun range, and what you were doing, you will help me to line up my shot. So I know, Doug, one thing you said, my first shot was my truest shot, which was always on point, but then I would start getting lower or higher. So you can tell them what kind of technique it was that you used to help line me up without having to say anything.
Yes, what I did is being at Corey is where he's at. I always look at Corey's not blind. He feels everything and he sees. But what I did is a technique to get him to point where I need him to point or whatever. Those in the military, y'all know we had to go through firefighting. So firefighting, we had to actually direct somebody like Corey, where I just came up with, I touch the back, or head, I want to go right, or I touch him from anytime. Right now, Corey is using his hands, feeling anything, and he can just load the gun, use his hand that's around in the chain, and extend his arms straight out, and all I did was just tap on his back where I need him to go. And I needed him to put where he need to put the rounds, and I'm tapping him on his head right now because I need him to come up, tapping him on his left that I need him to come to the left and I needed to come up. And all I do is doing adjustments so he can put his rounds on target.
Right. So this is good because I was there, of course, getting training. And so Rainbow Green Hands is here saying hello. G Mama Grows is just looking like, okay, Corey. She got those eyes popping like, wait a minute. David Hunt is saying you're the real OG, either you or Doug, probably both. And the everyday life of an OCD is chick is like, oh, that's nice. So let me ask you this. OG Patrice says, I carry my 380 for everyday trash can waves, but he told her to keep that one in her boot. Should we carry more than one weapon on us? Or because I know you have a concealed weapons, a concealed carry permit. Yes. So do you suggest carrying just one, carrying more than one firearm for safety? What do you say?
It's preference on what you want to do. It's always good to have a backup. It's all how a person feels and what environment they feel they're going to be in. Definitely at the house, I have backups amongst backups. I don't have a shotgun, but I have a 45 Judge, which basically shoots shotgun 410 rounds. Various weapon, knives, the whole nine. So you got to be ready for everything. No open encounter. At the same time, self-defense course as well, just in case you can't get to your gun and the guy wants to tussle or use his skills. Just me, I have a boxing background, but I also have a grappling background as well. Oh. So when you talk self-defense, we're talking self-defense today about a gun, but hey, these hands can be lethal as well. So that's called being in shape. That's called doing yoga. That's called eating the right foods. That's called taking care of yourself and exercising every day. So you be the best you can be when you deploy that weapon or whatever weapon you choose to deploy.
All right.
So thank you for that, because the signal is coming in better. I did drop the link to that video of trash can waves with the firearm safety, as well as the link with you and Corey at the gun range, so people can review that, get the info. Now, Rainbow Green Hands is saying to the everyday life of an OCD is chick, hey, much love, Nikki. But Nikki is echoing you. She's saying, back up, baby. You gotta, you gotta have your backup. And so Wally is saying, yes, constitutional arms. Wally is like, you gotta stay ready out here, right? Now, Trash Can is also saying 410 shells and 45 Colts. That's the ammo he would use in a 45. And in what you say about self-defense, he's like, look, I bite a ninja if it comes down to it. You gotta do what you gotta do. Say that one more time. This glitching is not.
They're for long coat and everything else. That gun is called a Taurs Judge.
Oh,
okay.
I don't know if you can hear me on that or not.
I heard that part about the Taurs Judge. Yes.
Yes.
Because
that trash can where you put it. That's what it's called.
Got it. Okay. And Nikki is there as well. She said, catch these hands too. Wally is like, yes, everything is fair game. Now,
yes,
G Mama, she's like, that part, the exercise and the eating, because you have to stay fit, right? And Sanal was like, yeah, all weapons, spoons, forks, watermelon, chairs, catch these hands. She from,
that's Mississippi talking right here.
Yeah, that's that Mississippi and that Memphis talking. And Sanal, hey, how are you doing? Make sure you put in hashtag the home team. We're about to do the first place pony giveaway right now. Philip says Corey was at stunt double for the gun scene, and I'm going to get you something.
Yeah, that was me. And what Doug was saying about staying, it does. If you've never been to a gun range, it does take some physical stamina, because when you're firing, if you have 16 rounds that you're firing, you gotta hold your arm in a certain position and try and keep it steady. So you have to have some good upper body control, and then it's a lot of breathing techniques that you have to do. And then when you're doing the push-pull method, and Doug, we'll try to get him to explain that later, what what that actually is, that it takes it does take some physical stamina, and it's like, so you do have to be in shape. Even with the weight of the different guns, certain guns have different weights to it, so you have to be ready to carry that weight. But like you said, we're gonna go ahead and jump into our first place pony, right?
Oh yeah, let's do it. Because you know what Rambo said, he just gonna fight. He said, I'm gonna just use my hand because UK firearm thing is too complicated. So in the UK, things are different, which is why I'm glad that you have sent us those links to the different places where we can get courses, firearms training, and whatever. Because in some countries, it's a complicated process to even get, firearm, your hands on a firearm. It's, whatever. Trash Can Wave says, for the judge, that's the rounds. Okay. So he was showing us the rounds. And
45 Colt or 14 slugs.
So right. And Philip is saying, yeah, not to be confused with the Colt 45 malt liquor either.
So yeah, what we're gonna do, Doug, is we're gonna do our first place pony. I'm gonna make the horse race announcement, and when I say bring, when I make that gate bell sound, bring, you're gonna say, and they're off.
Okay, good. You ready, Doug? Because Sanal has hashtag the home team in there. Doug, wait a minute, Doug. Let me ask you this: have you ever had to use a machete? Because Danique, he's Caribbean. The island people, they always got that machete with them. He says, big ups to all the machete carriers.
Go and chop you up, rude boy.
I carry a machete in my truck.
So Doug stays ready. Okay, I like it. All right, and Nikki got hot grits and everything. Lord knows. Mr. Riley's
World. You got to, because you never know.
Go ahead.
You never know what environment you might drive into or run out of gas and get stranded into a neighborhood that might not like us of color. So you might have to do some tracking. It all goes back to the Boy Scout. You got to have your compass. You got to have your machete. You got everything. Matches that light underwear, because you never know, you might be stranded. Make the best of everything you got.
Right. Yeah, everything you got. Because
I bring everything back. I bring everything back to slavery. What did our ancestors do? They had to use all the resources that came at them at hand to survive.
Absolutely. So you do what you have to do, and you look around and you say, look, let's do it. So, yep. Sanal says, yeah, ask Al Green about them hot grits. So use whatever you have. Trash Can, I ain't gonna let you say that, talking about caution for the angry Black woman. And Rambo is in the UK, but he is from Jamaica, so his cutlass is ever ready. Now we do have Burundian Travels here. He's from Kenya. So hello, we're about to do the first place pony giveaway.
So make sure you hashtag the home team.
Yes, everybody's put it in Mr. Riley's world.
Hey, now I know Mr. Riley, he's on the west side. We know he probably got like 15 firearms right in his car. Hidden underneath the batteries that operate his low-rider hydraulics on his El Camino.
There you go. So go ahead, you all put it in there. And Doug, if you're ready, we'll go ahead and do the first place pony giveaway.
So Doug, when I say bring, when I make that gate sound bring, then you're going to say, and they're off. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another run of today. The Blind Guy, his wife, their life live. First place pony derby. All the jockeys are mounted and in position behind the gates ready to ride. And if somebody comes onto your front porch and starts making a threat to you, and you get that 4 or 5 out, what do you say? Bring!
And they're off.
All right, we got the Everyday Life of Notion District, JBWR, Mr. Riley's World, G Mama Grows, Danique Anthony, David Hunt, OG Patrice, Mr. Riley's World, Rambo Green Hanson, all the Everyday Life of the Notion District, Mr. Riley's World!
Hey, the West Side! He came riding in on a Los Angeles Ram and still won.
That's what I'm talking about. You come in mid-statement, right? So
Doug, what we're going to do is we're going to pop you back into the green room.
Wait a minute. Actually, Mr. Riley's World has a machete. All the men stay ready, huh?
That's Mr. Riley singing a song. I've been spending most of my life living. So we're gonna pop Doug backstage, back into the virtual green room where he can enjoy some virtual victuals, some virtual vinos, some computer chips, and some software salsa.
Now, Doug, I just want to ask you before you go. OG Patrice is saying facts. Would you agree with this statement? Defend yourself, defend your family, and your property.
200%. Yes.
All right. Okay. So, so far, the audience today is here for it. Rambo says, "Thank God the firearms are hard to get here in the UK, or else I would explode on impact shell." He'd been a trip to slip on the impact shell and boom. Well, you know, before you go, everybody is saying congratulations, like Chimama Grows. She's saying that to Mr. Riley's World. David Hunt is saying rigged, even though they usually are happy when a man wins. Mr. Riley himself, instead of saying thank you, he said finally. So, Doug, before you go, please help us stay ready so we don't have to get ready, like OG Patrice says. Please congratulate
Mr. Riley,
who also has a machete. Yes, and all. Please congratulate Mr. Riley on winning first place pony.
Congratulations, my brother.
All right. So, Doug, we're going to put you in the virtual green room, and then we'll bring you back after we take our coffee break.
All right.
All right. You know, Corey, Burundian Travels is here saying, "You look beautiful, guys. Thank you." You know, he's in Kenya, traveling around, doing everything, and everybody here is doing their thing. JBWR is congratulating Mr. Riley's World, but David Hunt says his machete is always ready. You know, he's Trinidadian. Yeah. So again, the men are like, "Yeah, I got this. We're doing what we got to do." So on to the coffee break.
So just so you know, Rambo Green Hands, I love the Jamaican culture, and so I'm gonna need you to record something for me so that I can play it from my daughters when the boys come around and say, "Oh, the teenage boys come for me, yeah, me bring more fire." Blah, blah, blah.
Well, you know, Rambo, as a Jamaican, he's telling David Hunt the piano strings are very good for setting traps, because you know David Hunt's a piano player.
Okay, all right. Hold up, that Rambo. You letting us into some of your lifestyle now.
I'm telling a lot. Well, you know what? Thank you, Sanal, for congratulating Mr. Riley and on his win. How do we head into this coffee break so we can bring Doug back on, the 5 top weapons? Because so far, he and Trash Can Waves are mentioning several for home defense.
The 4.5 is the definite stopper. The 9mm, that's a good backup. Then they were saying that you could also have a shotgun because, and I know the thing about the shotguns, and shotguns, I'm not trying to be misogynistic or chauvinistic, but that's a good one for ladies because you don't even have to really aim that thing. As long as you point it in the general direction of the thing or the person that's coming to you, it spreads. So it's gonna hit something.
Right. So that's why Rambo doesn't need that. He says he's fully trained, but like Nikki said, he ain't playing. Everyday Life in OCD is chick. So Those are 3. Did we mention any others? Because Miriam Adepoju is still congratulating Mr. Riley's World, who talks about having a machete, but we didn't say machete, even though all the men agreed that the machete, a lot of these men in here have machetes on deck, but that's not the firearm he mentioned. Make sure you're using the right type of ammo, Trash Can Wave says. I know when Doug comes back, he might talk a little bit about that as well.
And Doug is he's my gun range instructor. He's even told me that ammo can go bad. And he said it can actually not work if you have it too long, let it sit too long. He said it can actually go bad, so you can't use it. It doesn't fire, it misfires.
And Trash Can says hollow points for pistols and self-defense. There's a lot of wealth of information here.
So today's coffee break is brought to you by our community partners who are our sponsors. So this broadcast is brought to you in part by promotional considerations paid for by the following unmuted sponsors.
Absolutely. Thank you to our sponsors. We're going to give a quick coffee break to you by saying thank you. We appreciate you supporting us time and time again.
Supreme sponsors, David and Christine Brooks. Supreme sponsor, Dr. Linda Bailey Hayden of Elizabeth City State University. Supreme sponsor, JBWR. Check out his YouTube channel. Supreme sponsor, the Cherry Hill Music Festival in Baltimore. Supreme sponsor, Tryon Palace of New Bern, North Carolina. Supreme sponsor, Youth Resiliency Institute. You or your company can become a sponsor. Visit blindguyhiswife.com.
All righty.
All right, so we thank our sponsors. And again, if you want to join the ranks of our sponsors, go to blindguyhiswife.com.
Thank you, JBWR, who's also a sponsor and contributing to the information. He says ammo can rot. You know, Trash Can Wave says no slugs for women with shotguns. Use an 8-shot or a 9-shot buck. And wow, okay. Dick Cheney likes to shoot friends with birdshot in the face. You know what? Induce about.
I forgot all about that.
Y'all go to Trash Can Wave channel. He goes into detail about those things. Get the guest back in here, Corey, because Doug is back there laughing. Let's get him back.
Every time you talk about bring up Dick Cheney, I think about that scene in Eddie Murphy's movie Distinguished Gentleman when he goes out hunting with the NRA. And they're like, and one duck fell out the sky.
Right. So how do we bring Doug back in here, Corey?
Thank you for joining on this episode of The Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Live. We're here for you every Wednesday,
Thursday,
Friday
at 11:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Introducing you to fabulous guests to help you change your narrative of normal when it comes to your health,
your business,
and your wealth. Now, today's special guest has named his business to make sure that he protects your health and your wealth by teaching people how to properly use firearms. He's talking about insurance. He's talking about licenses. We're going to bring him in because today's special guest is a weapons expert, weapons specialist. He has more knowledge about weaponry and artillery than B.A. Baracus, Hannibal, Murdoch, and Face, the entire A-team. This dude has more weapons skills than Rambo himself. And I'm not talking about the green hands. I'm talking about the Sylvester Stallone character. This man is more of a weapons specialist than that character that Will Smith played in Suicide Squad. This guy is in his home. If you go to his home, he is the Army, the Navy, the Air Force, the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Reserves, the police, the firefighter, fire force, all of that in his one home arsenal. This special guest has the ammo to make any Bama that comes through your back door back up. It's time for today's featured guest, firearms specialist. Excuse me, Dougie Doug. Come on, he's gonna bring you in so you can talk about firearms.
Welcome. Welcome back. So now all of us like, wait, the entire A-team? Nikki is just laughing. The everyday life of an OCT is chick. And of course, they're all talking about Dick Cheney, David Hunt. No bumbacars in them yard in my Jamaica accent. Pow, pow. That's it all. So you are back. We appreciate you. So far, you've been giving us a lot of details and information on different types of firearms. Of course, we've got your partner here helping out, Trash Can Waves, telling us about ammo, showing some of his videos as well. Of course, you are a firearms specialist working in secret places. So that's the reason why, we'll let you and Trash Can do the tandem talking here today.
Now, Doug, your background started off, you grew up with a family that had firearms, much like Trash Can Waves. Trash Can
Look, TWP says, dead shot.
Dead shot. Thank you. That's the guy's name that Will Smith played. Thank you. But you like Trash Can Waves, he grew up when he was 2 years old, he had his own pistol. His first words were "Pop, pop, pop." So you were much like that, raised up with firearms. Then you took that into your professional career where you went to the Navy, you became a gun range instructor in the Navy, you worked on submarines, you were a jack of all trades there. But then also in your current position, which you will not give away, you still are helping to keep people safe and keep things safe there with your current position. But everything you've done throughout your life has involved some kind of firearms specialty. And you're still helping out by doing gun range instruction for people like myself. So that's a bit of your background. So we want to talk about, what it is that you can tell us about how to properly license ourselves and the different insurances that we can offer so that they're offered to protect people. So
I know that while he tells us about this, Gail, I think she's dropped this link as well, usconcealedcarry.com. Avoid danger, save lives, and keep your family safe. This is one that Doug recommends. So
Doug, tell us about the US concealedcarry.com. Tell us about that, and then tell us about the insurance that people might want to apply for.
Insurance, yeah.
Okay, the USCC, I found it. A lot of people have recommended that are gun specialists online. My thing is if I have to use my firearms, I'm not a lawyer. I might not know the verbiage on what they do or lawyers, but the USCC provides that for you. If an incident went down in self-defense, the first thing they're going to do is they're going to take you out. You need that insurance to get you out of jail, prison, or whatever it is. So, and at the same time, they're looking to build a case to help you. So that's why I believe that for me, I $75 a month, you can't beat that. It's going to, when I need it, it's going to be even the playing field, somebody trying me away. I do the right thing. So you got studies at your case. You got people that's already been through it that can help you. Where I'm not a lawyer, that's not my specialist. So that's what's happening there.
Now this goes right back to what you were saying about before, the comparison to car licenses and firearm license. It's good to have insurance, to carry insurance for yourself, to cover yourself, because some of these laws, as we read through them about what qualifies as self-defense and what doesn't, it's a lot of things that people say, okay, well, he was breaking them out. But the first question you have to answer is, was this person posing a real threat that caused you to use that kind of force? And like Doug says, a lot of legal issues that come with that we as lay people don't know, but this USCC.com, they can direct you to the insurance, and the insurance can also give you the coverage as far as legal services are concerned. So it's kind of like having prepaid legal for gun owners compared to that type of thing.
Burundian Travels. So Burundian Travels is in Kenya. He's like, oh my goodness, it's interesting the way we have to live in the States, right? We got to do things like you just go to a website and you just see a dude with a hand pistol saying, "Keep your family safe," right? That's what the screen says, Corey. Avoid danger, save lives, and keep anyways. But Trash Can Waves is saying, but a bodega guy was being assaulted by a man in ex-con with a knife. He took the knife from the ex-con and defended himself by stabbing the assailant. The bodega owner is now in jail and on trial for murder. So that's why you need insurances like the USCC. Those are the types of things that can help you. And look, he says, needless to say, that happened in New York. He said communist New York, but anyway, needless to say, that happened in New York. So the point is, you want to have.
That's the only state where you can get shot with your own gun, Plexico birds, and then go to jail for it.
Yeah, or like the owner, like he was saying. So, thank you, Gail at Night, for dropping that link to the USCCA online, because hey, if people need their licenses, they can definitely, or an insurance, like you're saying, they have lawyers. Trash Can Wave said it, have a lawyer on standby. And this is a way to do just that. So far we are at the end of the show. Mary Madepoju is back from her premiere. She's always giving us the info on money making as far as grants, wealth building, and family legacy. So she's back. So she's back just in time for the giveaway.
Now today's giveaway is a special giveaway. You're going to make a decision.
But wait a minute. First, they have to put in Doug with the defense. Doug with, unless you want something else.
I was gonna say Mighty Arms. That's his nickname.
Oh, Mighty! Is that what you want, Doug? Mighty Arms.
Mighty Arms.
It don't matter. Mighty Arms work. That's my djembe play name.
Got it. I like it. Mighty Arms. All right. So while they put that in, what are they going to win?
You're gonna get to make a decision. Doug is my gun range instructor, and so, but neither he nor I have gone axe throwing. So should we continue to stick with the gun range, which puts Doug out a little bit, keeps Doug a little bit safer, or should we go with the axe throwing, where Doug is behind me doing that fire technique and I'm cocking that axe back and like,
Hitting Doug in the head with an axe.
So let us know if you win. You get to make the decision on whether we go at scope throwing or do we actually stick to the gun range.
Right. Now, let me ask you this, Doug. Sanov says it is very sad how we have to live here in the U.S. So let me ask you this. You've already named several of the top 5
firearms. We did the 45 for stopping power, the 9mm of backup. You said the 40 for stopping power. You also said the 380 is trash can where you said to keep in your boot as a backup, and the shotgun. And you mentioned how the ARs are for the AR-15. That's something you might want to use if you're outnumbered and surrounded, and you need distance. And or a rifle, any type of rifle to give you distance and numbers, as you just said. So,
anything you want to add to that for home defense?
Yes, home defense. You just gotta do your own size and the caliber of bullet that you are choosing, and what environment that you're in. I just love the 45. A lot of women. And nothing against women, but 380 and a 38. There's a rule that says nobody ever raped a 38. That 38 is a small gun, but it is very powerful. It is very powerful. But it's a small gun that you can put in your purse. Nobody wants to get with anything, but guess what? That 38 bullet hurts just as bad. You hear a lot of people talking about a 22. A 22, if I had to get shot, shoot me with everything else except for a 22. 22 is a very dangerous bullet that is basically fatal. But it's a small pistol you can put in your pocket. And being that the smaller the bullet is, the less that it costs.
Okay, so the 22 is more cost efficient. Okay, and like you said, I know Doug has talked about the power of a 22. It's not one of those ones that's gonna knock you down, but it does a lot of damage because of the small caliber bullet and the way it pings around once it hits the target.
Well, let me say what they're saying. Trash Can is saying, I like Glocs because they have drop safety, so I can pistol whip people without it going off. But the everyday life of an OCD.
But that's true.
Oh, okay. Because she says 38, I'm straight. But go ahead. You say that's true because, Patrice loves her 38. Go ahead.
The service weapon that I use at work is a Gloc. And he's right about that. It'd take a ticking, but it ain't going to go off. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Well, you know what? Danique Anthony says, I'm so special. 38 special. And Philip says, yeah, them 22s are ricochet rabbits.
Yeah. Bing, bing, bing.
So
ricochet rabbits.
They might not go out, but they are bouncing in.
So here's the other thing. OG Patrice is a member of NAGA, National African American Gun Association. She's a member of this one, not the NRA. So I'm not sure if for you, if you are a member of that particular organization, the National African American Gun Association.
I have seen it. I'm not a member of that, just like I'm not a member of NRA as well.
Okay.
Just my personal reason about NRA is too political for me on that one. I'm definitely going to have to check into the National American Gun Association. I want to happening right there as well.
Yeah, that's a good option. We'll make sure that we drop that link as well. So far you've given out such great info. Sanal says, okay, a 22 and a 38, taking notes. And Nikki says, pistol whip for 400, Alex. And look at Trash Can. I don't even know if I should be reading this stuff that he's writing. I'm telling you, sometimes a crackhead try to play it, you need to pistol whip him.
Okay, Trash Can Waves is watch too much. Don't be a menace to
society. I don't know. I think Trash Can Waves just been out in these American streets. So Philip Waldo says, okay, NAGA is for us. National African American Gun Association. That is for us. Sanal is from Mississippi, and she says they like shotguns and racks.
Shotguns and racks. Oh, you mean like racks on your truck?
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Gotta have that shotgun on the rack. You never know when a 10-point buck come running out the woods. You might like, cacao. That's dinner and decoration all at the same time.
Yes, thank you so much, Gail, for dropping that link for the National African American Gun Association. Now we're going to get into the giveaway, because even though the everyday life of an OCDS chick is laughing at all of y'all, some people are already trying to vote what it's going to be. Some people have put in hashtag Mighty Arms so that way they can win. But Danique Anthony is already voting for axe throwing. Trash Can Waves wants a third option, but we're not doing it. We're just going with the giveaway, right?
Yeah, going with the giveaway. Definitely just going with the giveaway. So, Doug, the way I'm going to do this, I'm going to say 3, 2, 1, and you're going to say Mighty Arms.
Got it.
All right. Would you also agree with this? Pump action shotguns are way more reliable than semi shotguns.
Who said that?
Trash Can Waves.
Okay. I disagree, because look, as long as you keep them lubricated and clean, it can be an option what you have. Pump shotgun will warn a person when you rack that round that, ooh, maybe you don't have to shoot them. Semi-automatic, it's just whatever the person likes. I'll shoot both of them. It doesn't matter to me, as long as it's clean and lubricated and it works.
Got it. Okay. Well, Philip is saying if you want to punish someone, shoot them with the 22, and the 38 will just make them pee straight in their pants. So, Nikki is pretty good. Oh, that's true. Okay. Nikki is pretty good at axe throwing. She says, axe me. We always say, ask me.
Ask me.
Right. She also is agreeing with, she also said dinner and decorations earlier.
That's what I was saying.
Right. Y'all answering off. So Mr. Riley's World has hashtag Mighty Arms in there. I think we're all set to go. Then don't use no light loads for a semi-auto shotgun. He says that next round might not be loaded in the chamber. He's got them both though.
Really? You got to know what's in your lineup of arsenal that you have in your chamber, because you want to pull that trigger and then all of a sudden click and nothing happens. That could be a seconds of life or death. So you got to know, same way with safety, you got to know what you got, how you got it loaded, and make sure you know what you have. You always got to make sure.
Right. I love it. Well, thank you, Alimatu Sadia Vlogs, for being here. I do the same thing. A lot of times I'm lurking and looking. Gail at Night is dropping all the links for resources that we've mentioned today. Thank you so much for clicking ASDI online. Just go to trainasdi.com/courses/Virginia. Visit NAGA at www.naaga.co.
And just remember, all the laws and legislations about gun regulations are different from state to state. So make sure you familiarize yourself with your state's gun regulations, because this is not a substitute for legal advice. If you need legal advice about your gun ownership and gun uses, go seek your own advice from your own attorney or your own state government.
Absolutely. All right, Doug, let's go with the giveaway so we can figure out what you and Corey will be doing next time. If I can go live, I'll go live on site, but we'll figure it out.
All right, here we go, Doug. When I say 3, 2, 1, you're going to say Mighty Arms. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Mighty Arms.
All right, here we go. So no, David Hunt, Everyday Life of an OCDS Chick, Danique, Anthony, Mr. Riley's World, Philip Waldo Jr., OG Patrice, Mr. Riley's World, OG Patrice!
Hey, OG Patrice!
With the 4-5 piece.
4-5 piece. Make sure you type into the chat, OG Patrice. Me and Doug should go to the gun range again, or should I go axe throwing?
Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's see. I don't know. We have to finish this show up. We are at our 1 hour mark. Trash Can, you did put it in. Right, Mighty Arms, but OG Patrice takes the win. But why he's trying to vote for axe throwing? Didn't I say David Hunt's name?
Yes, you did.
He's talking about he didn't see his name.
That way I can sing my song. Corey Staten was a man. He was a blind man. And Doug was crazy for going axe throwing with him.
Well, Philip Waldo Jr., y'all were talking about pumping those rounds. He says a guy was climbing in my boy's window to rob the house. When he heard that the action of that pump, he climbed right back out real smooth, like. So, you know what OG Patrice voted for? No, the gun range.
Oh, so Doug gets to keep his head. He doesn't get scalped.
That's it. So next time it'll be the gun range. We do have one final question before we close the show.
Doug, what fruits and vegetables and whole grains have you eaten today?
First off, I know water is not a fruit and vegetables, but I do drink that first, and then I eat oatmeal. and I had peaches, grapes, and cherries.
Oh wow! Oh, he got it in today. Oatmeal, peaches, grapes, cherries, and water. So he had a nice breakfast this morning. So, well, Doug, while we show everybody,
wait, he's going to take Corey axe throwing, and real bodies are going to be on the wall. Yeah, I think that's why she chose the gun range. So I know, Doug, you said your family, growing up, they showed you how to grow. You grew certain foods, and that's why you eat certain foods. Nikki, she ate kale and guacamole, probably out of her own garden too, and cucumber, because she has some amazing food that she's growing there. So for you, Doug, you said that your family, they were growing things, and you saw the difference between what your family was eating and what their health was like, and that kind of guided what you eat and why. Can you tell us a little bit about that as we go into our plant-based treats?
Yes, my ancestors come from long line farmers, whether it was pig farmers, cow farmers, or vegetable garden farmers. My dad was more so on the vegetable garden farmers with my mom, so I ate stuff out of the garden. My cousins, which are elders right now, they were eating pigs from the rooter to the tutor. Now they were working and everything else, but at the same time, I don't know how the digestive system was, but a lot of them have cancer, whether it's pancreas cancer or colon cancer or stuff like that. So my thing is what you put in, what you put out. But I didn't hear anything about the people that was eating pigs about vegetables. So to me, vegetables, the broccoli and everything else is the one that cleanses you and has you come through. So that's why I chose that. Nice. I'm gonna outlive them because I'm gonna stick on fruits and vegetables. Never knows when you go to a person, that person is in the hospital or nursing home, that people bring a fruit basket. Why are you running good instead of waiting for somebody to bring you a fruit basket when you're in a nursing home or something? It never made sense to me as a kid, so I'm not there.
Now that makes a lot of sense what you just said. People wait till the person's in the hospital in a place of being sick to bring them a fruit basket, but they've been eating the fruit basket all along. Then they might not be needing the fruit basket in the hospital or the nursing home. So that's a good point. Good point.
Yeah, and good grief. The trash can. Why you couldn't just say the sentence and leave that toilet emoji off? He said a good cleanse will stop the cancer. He got the toilet on there. So we're going to get on into our plant-based treat because you've given us some of the reasons why we should get our fruits and vegetables in every day. We appreciate you for all of your knowledge today. We've been dropping your LinkedIn. We've been dropping all of the resources that you provided, as well as what OG Patrice gave us with the National African American Gun Association. So thank you so much for everything today, and we'll see you soon after our plant-based treats.
No problem.
All right. Wally is over there laughing. Corey, how do we get into our plant-based treat for today?
It's time for today's plant-based treat by Chef LaQuita Marie.
Getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables every day at every single meal. Now, this one, it says meaty, but there's no meat in it because like he just said, there's no rooter, there's no tutor or anything in between.
Savory sausage breakfast biscuits.
Here's the filling for our biscuits. We've got 2 onions. I'm going to slice those. We've got some ground meat. We've got air fried tofu and parsley. I make my own homemade ground meat with onions, garlic, carrots, kale, fennel, sweet potato, broccoli, cauliflower, radishes, butternut squash, spaghetti squash, and other vegetables. All right, we've got everything chopped up here. Studies show a 79% lower risk of colorectal cancer when onions are eaten regularly. And onions support the building and maintenance of collagen, great for your skin and hair. Everything warmed together. I have a little bit of water in the pan. I have a vinaigrette that I made to saute the tofu in. Studies have shown that tofu or soy foods enhance renal function, benefit people on dialysis or a kidney transplant, also can reduce bone loss and increase bone mineral density after menopause and reduce hot flashes. I'm going to add a little bit of sweet smoked blend. This cooking with green seasoning. This is just Himalayan sea salt with kelp added for iodine. Parsley is an excellent source of flavonoids, which are antioxidants that reduce many chronic diseases like cancer, hardened arteries, Alzheimer's, and Parkinson's. All right, I'm going to start with the biscuits. 2 cups of flour, and also get a half cup of the coconut oil. Just blend it together. Just squeeze it in.
It tastes like a breakfast quiche, like a Florentine quiche or a McDonald's or fast food omelet biscuit. It's a way better.
A tablespoon of baking soda. This will help it rise. Pink Himalayan sea salt. Get it mixed really well. We'll add the milk. We use almond milk, an excellent source of calcium, vitamins, and minerals, especially vitamin E, which slows the damage of your cells. Breakfast blend we're going to add right into the batter.
It tastes like breakfast food, and I like breakfast food a lot. It tastes like sausage, chicken, onions. It's really good.
I liked it because it had a nice texture, a nice flavor, and everything inside it combined was like really, really good.
All right,
guys, getting you to eat more fruits and vegetables at every meal because, again, think about it, meat and cheese and all those dairy products, they're like the 22. It goes in but don't come out. But the vegetables and fruits are like the 45. It's going to go through you. So,
yeah, we thank Gail for dropping the playlist, our plant-based playlist there. And Brown Coat Blue, look, definitely watch it back because, like Trash Can says, you came in on an interesting topic. Nikki, the everyday life of an OCD chick, she loves onions. But here's a question from Trash Can Waves. He says, those look good, but iodine? He says, I think at a hospital, iodine. Was that one of the nutrients that I said was in it?
Yes, because you had
you need that, like that's in the
sea salt. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
You need iodine. And for some reason, you need iodine in your diet. And like I said, and what you get it from the sea salt. You can get it from eating seaweed. You can get it from eating seafood, but of course with seafood, you get mercury to go along with it. So you need the iodine. Get the iodine from your sea salts and your seaweeds and your kelp. Those are the places where sea vegetation is where you get
sea
your iodine.
vegetables, seafoods. Those are the seafoods we eat. Wally's saying, yeah, real bacon from beef though. Listen to him. Thank you so much, David Hunt, for dropping that Cash App link. We do appreciate you. Corey, yes, and this is also another treat with no okra. So you didn't miss much, Brown Coat Blue, just all the good parts.
Well, thank you for joining us this week on The Blind Guy.
His wife.
Their Life Live. We have counted you down to another weekend. We hope that you enjoy your weekend. And don't forget to...
Wally said a good thing. He said you want to cleanse, get some okra. But why he got the vomiting, so I guess it's going to come up. That's not how you want to cleanse. No.
Well, make sure you tune in next week for
put iodine on a woman before a C-section. I know that. You know what? I did work in surgery, and we would clean people with iodine. That ain't the one we talked about.
You got that rusty brown spot on your body. Like, what in the world? Did I just rust in this hospital or what?
Iodine is needed to prevent thyroid conditions. Thank you, Brown Coat Blue. Boom, came in just in time. Nikki says it's a nice recipe.
So again,
everyone be safe. Thanks, Danique, for that. And Gail at Night is reminding them to click the like button, and she also reminded them that this is all for informational purposes only. So thank you for dropping that as well.
And guys, again, join us next week for more great guests and more great times with you, our home team. So to say goodbye, we're going to say goodbye the way Trash Can Waves and Doug would say goodbye to a home intruder. They wouldn't just say deuces. They would say deuces, 22, yeah.
Deuces.
Deuces, yeah.